Hello everyone and welcome to the 57th annual Rutherford High School versus Passaic High School Thanksgiving Day football game. The Indians have won 10 of the past 11 contests, but the Bulldogs are looking as strong as ever. Passaic owns a 28-24 series lead. However, this is the first game hosted by the Bulldogs in over 16 years. Let's head down to the action. John Doherty kicks for Passaic. Brodka returns. Brodka looking upfield, and he's brought down at about the 35-yard line. Merry handoff to Brodka for a minimal gain of about 4. Merry back, and the ball's fumbled. He gets his own recovered fumble and loses about 4 yards on the play. Ball carried by Fisher for no gain. Rutherford now punting. And the ball is fumbled. It's being knocked around. And the ball is recovered at the 33 by Ron Owens. Wally Cheek carrying. And he is brought down after a gain of about 3. And again, the Rutherford defense making their presence felt. Passaic now looking to pass. Cook throws, but the ball is incomplete. Cook again back to pass, and he is swarmed by the Rutherford Bulldog defensive line. Passaic now has to punt. Ball's up. A good punt into Rutherford territory, and it will not be returned. And the ball rolls to about the 36-yard line. Merry now takes Merry hands the ball off up the middle for a gain of about 1 yard. Merry back under center. 2 running backs in the formation. Ball's handed off for a loss on the play. Merry rolls out. Looking, and the pass is incomplete. Merry with the pitch. And another loss. Rutherford now having to punt. Strong punt there by Rutherford, and the ball is returned. Heading upfield, Passaic down the left side, and the play finally made is stopped at about the 40-yard line. Rutherford now with the ball back. Merry looking to throw. And he hits Van Etten. I'm sorry, that was not Van Etten. However, Merry's run up the middle stopped for a short gain. Merry rolls out to his left, and he is brought down by the Passaic line. Merry drops back, and he hits John Van Etten for a score. And the Bulldogs strike first. They lead 6-0. Looking for the extra point. Here's Monaco's kick. And it is blocked. Score remains 6-0 Rutherford. And here's the kickoff by Monaco. Ball's fielded. And a decent gain until he is brought down at the 50-yard line. Cook back to pass. Actually, he's on the run. He rolls out to his right. And he stopped for no gain. Cook now looking again. And the pass is intercepted by our man John Van Etten. Van Etten running down the left sideline. And he will score his second touchdown of the day. Bulldogs lead 12-0. Monaco's kick on the way. And it is good. Rutherford leads 13-0. And here's the kick. Passaic returns. Looking upfield. Rutherford needs to get a body. And he could go all the way. No, he's tripped up in Bulldog territory. Cook with the handoff. No, actually, he's brought down in the backfield. Hand it off for a minimal gain. And the Bulldog line unrelenting on the Passaic run game right now. Pitch out left. Gets decent yards, and despite having someone on his back, Leah Canfrio finally makes the tackle. Ball now out to the right, and it is met for a minimal gain. Now the carry out left, and a gain of about 5. Passaic looking to strike here. However, the Bulldogs now have the football. Stan Brodka brought down in the backfield, and Rutherford now needs to punt. A beautiful punt into Passaic territory. Have a blocker, and he uses it. He rolls out, heading out to his right for a big gain. Now cuts up to the middle, and he's brought down at about the 45-yard line. Cook now with 2 running back formation. Hands the ball up the middle, but he is stuffed by a rollback. Great play. The Bulldogs start a Canfrio, Monaco, Haas, Rollback, Gillies, Naughton, Sinclair, Merry, Poole, Brodka, and Van Etten. And here's Rutherford looking to add to their lead. But now Passaic has the ball and is looking to threaten in Rutherford territory. Cook back to pass. And the pass is batted down. Again, the pass batted down. Cook unable to find his receivers today. Great defensive effort by the Bulldogs. And it's a fake pass, and it gets blown up in the backfield. A great play by Leah Canfrio. And the pass is caught inside the 20-yard line. Pitch out left. Ball's thrown, and the intended target is overthrown. Monaco's onside kick is recovered by Passaic. However, Rutherford now has the ball. Stan Brodka with a nice carry up the middle. Leading the charge for the Bulldogs today. Stan Brodka, John Van Etten having big days. And Merry with the pitch. Out to Brodka. Brodka trying to make something out of nothing. And he is brought down. Merry with the fake. And the ball's run right up the middle for a great gain. And again, Van Etten pounding the Passaic defense. Up the middle again. Big run here. And a big gain for Brodka. But the ball's fumbled and recovered by the Bulldogs. And the Bulldog play tripped up. A little trickery. Didn't work in their favor. Merry hands off to now to Van Etten. Van Etten with a bomb. And it's incomplete. 4 running backs in the formation here. Looks like everyone's touching the ball. Canfrio out to the right and gets a good gain of about 10 on the play. However, the Bulldogs are forced to punt. And it's in for a touchback. Bulldogs look to continue their stifling defense as Ken Gillies makes the stop. Pitch out to the left. Gillies unable to bring him down, but he's finally tripped up. Passaic with 2 running back formation here. And he's brought down for a gain of no yard. Again, the lineup for Rutherford: Canfrio, Monaco, Haas, Rollback, Gillies, Naughton, Sinclair, Merry, Poole, Brodka, and Van Etten. And Rutherford looks to add to their lead here as the ball is handed off to Brodka for a minimal gain. Direct snap to Van Etten, who runs it straight up the gut for a gain of 10. 4 running back formation, everyone getting their hands on the ball, a little jump, and a gain of about 7. Passaic now in their own territory. Cook back to pass, and the pass is intercepted. Ken Gillies taking it to the house, and he scores the touchdown for the Bulldogs. Monaco's kick is up, and it's good. Rutherford swarming to the football on the kickoff. Passaic now in there with a new quarterback, trying to shake things up a little bit. And the pass is complete, brought down by Van Etten. Back to pass, desperation throw, and it looks like it's caught. Passaic rolls out to his right, and he is swarmed by the Bulldog defense. Facing the pressure again, and that's Leah Canfrio. A huge loss for Passaic on that play. 3rd down, and he cuts it upfield to the right, but he's eventually brought down. Over 6,000 people at this football game today. A beautiful day for the 57th annual meeting between the Bulldogs of Rutherford and the Passaic Indians. Passaic forced the punt, and the ball bouncing around. Bulldogs with their 3-back formation. Van Etten up the gut. It's been a huge X factor for Rutherford today. And that run play goes for negative yardage. Bulldogs backed up in their own territory. And here's a great run upfield by Brodka. Brodka really setting the tone for the Bulldogs offense today. Very run-heavy offense, just wearing them down. Passaic again has won 10 of the last 11 meetings, but Rutherford's showing no signs of being the inferior team today. And there's your final, folks. The Bulldogs 40 and the Indians 12. And to recap the Rutherford Bulldogs' 40-12 win over the Passaic Indians, let's take a look at some of the statistics. The Bulldogs gained 10 first downs, opposed to Passaic's 7, and gained 191 yards on the ground, as opposed to Passaic's 30. The Bulldogs added 92 passing yards, while Passaic was limited to 56. The Bulldogs completed 3 of 6 passes, while Passaic was successful on 4 of 15. The Bulldogs had 3 interceptions and an average distance of punt of 29 yards and did not lose any fumbles. The Passaic Indians had 29 yards per punt, 1 fumble lost, and 55 yards on penalties. Playing for the Bulldogs, at ends, Canfrio and Sinclair, tackles Monaco and Naughton, guards Haas and Gillies, center Rollback, backs Merry, Poole, Brodka, and Van Etten, substitutes Basile, Ferraro, Brodka, Fisher, Arata, Lane, Moore, Niebank, Johnson, Wilson, Stale, Dashna, Habler, Dean, Platt, McKay, and Siddars. Touchdowns for the Bulldogs: John Van Etten with 3 touchdowns, Stan Brodka with 2 touchdowns on the day, and Ken Gillies with 1. For Passaic, Cheek scored both. Monaco was successful on 3 points after touchdown. Brodka had a run on a point after touchdown. glad to be a part of Rutherford's 57th annual Thanksgiving Day football game. A successful 40-12 win over the Passaic Indians with a crowd of over 6,000 at Rutherford's Memorial Park. Thanks for watching, folks.